hours away from Game 1 in the World Series, and the Detroit Tigers are in San Francisco right now to take on the Giants. Justin Verlander is set to take the mound at 8 o'clock tonight. We are watching the weather in San Francisco. No danger of any rain out today. 24-hour News 8's Jack Doles is at Giants Stadium with a look ahead to tonight's game, and he's talking to MLB Network's Peter Gammons tonight.
With Baseball Hall of Famer Peter Gammons from the MLB Network, what do you think of this series, Giants-Tigers?
I think that the difference in this series is going to be the Tigers' starting pitching. I mean, I worry a little bit. The Giants are really good contact hitters. They hit power pitchers pretty well. I worry about the Tiger bullpen a little bit, and I think that the Giants have enough depth to be able to get 9 outs in most games, but I still think that power pitching, I mean, you get so many innings out of Verlander and Fister. Anibal Sanchez is throwing the ball great, and when you can go to a fourth game and have Max Scherzer going, I mean, I think they're going to be very tough to beat.
How concerned would you be as a Tiger fan? I mean, the Giants have been a very tough team to close out, and if there's one weakness right now, it's that Tiger bullpen closing games out.
Oh, I would worry about that. I really would. I mean, I think that Jim Leyland is great at being able to mix and match. I mean, like going all the way back to the Pirates in 1991, so forth. He's always been good at just coming up with somebody that's got to finish the game. I mean, it might be, Alfonseca or something like that. He'll find a way, but I think that they're going to get so many innings out of their starters. It's a little different when you're facing a National League team, and even though the Giants are good contact hitters, they're not high on-base guys. They're not going to extend too many innings. I mean, I think he gets 7 innings out of 3 of his 4 starters.
Leland and Bochy, is there an edge to one team or the other with the managers there?
No, I think they're 2 of the very best. I mean, I think that I've often said that I think Bochy's the best handling a bullpen I've ever seen. I think Leland is a Hall of Fame man. There's no question in my mind that he's going to end up in the Hall of Fame, and he prepares so well. Now, these are 2 really good managers, and there's no gimmick with either one of them. They are who they are. They just happen to be very smart catchers.
And your prediction? How long does this go? Who wins?
I say it's Tigers in 6.
Tigers in 6. I think you got a lot of happy Tiger fans out there. Thanks, Mr. Gammons.
Jack Doles in San Francisco today, and we've got new video out of Detroit tonight showing Motown getting ready for World Series fever. Ground crews putting the logo on the field at Comerica today, and the spirit of Detroit donning an oversized Tigers jersey, as is the custom when Detroit sports teams make it to the finals. The World Series will be back in the Motor City starting on Saturday. And for Tigers fans, this is a special World Series appearance. It's come along only about once or twice in a generation, and World Series wins are even fewer and farther between. In the past 109 years, the Tigers have been to the big show 11 times. They've won it only 4. Their first came in 1935 against the Cubs on the talent of guys like Goose Goslin, Schoolboy Rowe, and Flea Clifton. 10 years later, the Tigers beat the Cubs again with pitching from Hal Newhouser and the power slugging of Hank Greenberg. It wasn't until 20 years later. In 1968, Tigers went back to the big dance. They beat the Cardinals in 7. The game made legends out of Gates Brown, Al Kaline, and Mickey Lolich. And then, of course, it was 1984. Kirk Gibson and the boys beat the Padres. Alan Trammell on that team, pitching great Jack Morris. A lot of big stars. The last time they won it in '84. If you want to watch the game with fellow Tigers fans, there are a couple of places holding watch parties tonight. Celebration Cinema North is broadcasting the game in HD on the big screen in Theater 1. Doors open at 7:30. Seats are free and on a first-come, first-served basis. Fifth Third Ballpark's also showing the game on the center field video board. They've got the TVs fired up in the Pepsi Stadium Club as well. Parking is free there, and they'll have ballpark food for sale.
And we are watching the weather situation in San Francisco ahead of tonight's game. Kyle Underwood is here with a look at the forecast there. Kyle?
Hey, Sue and Brian, when it comes to a major sporting event like this, the best thing the weather can do is just get out of the way, and that'll be the case tonight. We could see an isolated sprinkle here before the game starts. 8:07 Eastern, 5:07 local time. Here's the forecast. 60, 55, 54 as we approach what will likely be around the 9th inning. Mostly cloudy skies becoming partly cloudy as the evening wears on, and winds will be very light, southwest 0 to 5. So in terms of weather, we should have no problems for Game 1 of the World Series tonight.
Kyle, thank you. Make sure and stay with 24-hour News 8 for complete coverage of the Tigers in the World Series. Jack Doles is with the team in San Francisco, and we will follow them back to Detroit. We'll have reports from him each day, and you can always find the latest information online at